Welcome back to the latest episode of the Key and Mang Audio Experience. I'm your host, Mang, as always, to my fellow co-host, Key. Key, what's good?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm living. I'm living great. How you living?
Living great too. You know me. Not lavish, just great today.
Just great today. It's all good. Living is living. Unlimited books or unlimited movies? What's your answer for this one?
I'm definitely not a movie person anymore. I always go to sleep. So I'm gonna say unlimited books. Unlimited books
Okay.
because I feel like the books are always better than the movies, anyways. At least I'm thinking of like Harry Potter. I think the books are better than the movies. Or any movie that I watched that was also a book, the book is always better. And also I just wanna read more books. I think it'll make me more productive. And right
That's a
now I
that's
need
a great point.
productivity.
That's a great point. The books are usually better than the movie. Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, both better series of books for them than the movies. Even though Harry Potter movies are elite in my opinion, but story for another day. I'm going books as well, just to have some time away from the screen and just to be able to chill a little bit and get out of your element and go dive into a couple books and just kind of have some time to get away from screen. So that I'm going books as well.
Wow, we agreed
But
on.
the first one, I think this is the first one we agree on since we started this. But today's episode, this is being recorded in 2023, and everyone's life is super busy, on the go all the time. With work and family and events and things that you're trying to get into. And how do we find time for the things that are important? How do we fit more things into 24 hours? Because we only have 24 hours in a day, and there's a lot that we got to accomplish. But we've talked about the importance of exercise and getting that in throughout the week on following activity guidelines. And so this episode is 3 hacks or 3 tips for people who have busy lifestyles but still can fit their exercise and workouts in during a busy days or busy weeks. So hack number 1, Key, what you got?
Schedule it into your days. I think this is a big one, and I make my clients do it because I think if you just go through the motions in your week and don't have any idea of when you may be able to exercise, it's easier for you to skip it. So if you know you only have a certain pocket of time that you can exercise in within that week, then you make it more of a priority to get it in, as opposed to saying like, oh, I think I might work out this morning, or I might work out when I get off work, and then something else pops up. So scheduling things allows you to be prepared, allows you to be more proactive about getting it in. And if it does happen to be a day where you can't fit it in, you can always look ahead into other days of your week and see where you can. But if you're never taking audit of your time or your schedule, you're likely not to work out.
Yeah, I think having a way to, whether it's writing down what you got for the week in your calendar on your phone, or handwriting in a plan or whatever, being able to have it written down takes away like mental space you gotta put in to remember all the things that you got going on. So if you schedule it into your work week or into the week, then you're like, all right, 8 o'clock, I got this. My workouts from 12 to 1, and then I go back to work or whatever it is. So then it's just less space that you got to take up in your brain, and you have more energy to devote to the things that you're supposed to, that you prioritize. Because if it's important to you, you're gonna write it down so you don't forget it. So tip number 1, write your stuff down, schedule into your days, and if it makes it easier to stick to it. What about number 2?
Uh, think about a good warm up and focus on your main lifts or main exercises. So I think when people feel very busy and feel like they don't have time to exercise, they kind of get in their head and just say forget about it all, end up not working out because they think they have to do a lot. So if you can, oh my god, whoa, if you can, you have to cut that out. If you can, um, put in
It's staying.
this thing, okay. If you can just choose your main exercises and focus on doing those with a good warm up over time, that'll compound and you'll be able to make progress, as opposed to feeling like you have to go through this extensive exercise list or workout program in order to get results. So when you're short on time, just try to get the most minimal but effective exercises in and go from there.
Yeah, facts. Don't skip warm-ups because if you just jump into getting into your main lifts, you increase your chance of injury. Probably not going to feel the greatest. You're going to feel stiff. If you get injured and you don't have a way to train around the injury, then you're going to be less likely to work out in the workout. So then you're just sliding backwards. So take the time to invest into your warm-ups, have a proper warm-up to get your mind right, get your body temperature right, and just prepare you for what you got going ahead. And if you spend like what 5-10 minutes on a good warm up and then gets into your lifts, you might find that you're lifting easier and getting through things faster just because you're like ready to go, wrapped up, ready to go.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that I don't think people realize that you don't have to have a lot of things in your warm up, just getting your body for exactly what you're doing for that day. So if you're gonna be doing a squat, a bench press, and a deadlift, you don't need to be doing hella jumping jacks and burpees for your warm up. Like just be more effective with your warm up.
And I think that goes into number three. I think people spend a lot of time in the gym, whether it's 2-3 hours, but you're like on your phone or you're talking to other people. Not to say that's bad, but you're just distracted from what the objective was, the main objective, which was to get your lift in and do what you got to do. So if you can set your phone on DND, put your music or put your podcast in, get locked in, and be very intentional about what you're trying to get out of that day, then you can get in, get out because you know exactly what you got to do. You're not wasting time. Taking your rest breaks, though, do take your rest breaks and time in between sets. But just, set time limits of when you want to get in and get out because, you got to stick to your schedule and what you wrote down. But, if you're really intentional about what you're trying to accomplish, then you can get a lot done faster if you don't have a lot of distractions in your way.
Boom, I agree. I hate to see well when I do go to the gym, I hate to see people like hogging the squat rack because they're on the phone and stuff like that. So get your sets in, get your reps in, and then get out the way and then get out. That's the only thing I have to say. I had to get that off my chest.
I like it. Yeah, like I don't. There's nothing that we gotta end it. We gotta end it on that.
All right. Catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Move, get out the way.